This is the Freedom Factory, except it isn't a factory. At Real Deal Property, the philosophy has been and always will be cash flow first, growth always. How do we do that without compromising or sacrificing capital appreciation? And how do I do it with residential assets? The reason I say that is because a lot of people out there who have around $300,000-$400,000 in capital to spend on an income producing asset generally go for factories, retail spaces, or other types of commercial assets. We don't at Real Deal Property. Why? Because the risk is intrinsically higher. And what does that mean? You have one tenant. One tenant walks away from your property. Who's making the repayments? You are. So what do? We buy multi-unit income producing assets. This example here is a deal we recently purchased for a client. 4 units, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space each unit. What we like to call a set and forget investment. Now the strategy isn't rocket science. We want to buy properties that pay us to own them. $1.271888 million purchase. Comparable sales at $1,350,000. So instantly, upfront, without doing a thing, via strategically negotiating the deal for our client, we instantly created $78,000 in equity. So if a market corrects 5%, our client's still in the green, they're okay, they are safe. But that's not what's important. What's important here is that this site generates $104,000 per annum in rental income. Sounds like a lot of money, but it's only $500 per unit per week in rental income. The holding costs on this asset are $92,924 per annum. That includes your interest repayments. We're talking about council rates, insurances, silent body corporate fees, maintenance budgets, property management fees, the whole kit and caboodle. $93,000 or thereabouts in holding costs. The site generates $104,000 a year. So put it in simple terms, our client is positive cash flow in the green, $11,076 per annum. That means we own a whole site, a whole block of 4 units. This was just shy of 1,000 square meter block in a nice location that pays us to own it year one. The cash required to get into this deal was just shy of $320,000. If you've got that type of capital to deploy and you're looking to make an investment in 2026 where you don't want a negative gear because there's no tax benefit to that anymore, this is how you invest in property. Multifamily wins every time. We are risk adverse, multiple streams of income. One tenant leaves, I have 3 more, 75% occupancy. 75% occupancy, I'm still covering most of my outgoings and not having to feel mortgage pressure. Not only that, I don't have to compromise on my lifestyle. I can own property that pays me to own it, still go out for my weekly lunches and dinners, go on a European holiday that you work so hard for, and allow your property to mature in value over any given period of time whilst paying you to do it. That is the difference between Real Deal and everyone else selling you speculative growth. All asset classes appreciate undeniably over a period of time. Some areas quicker than others, and that's why we look for key identifiers when assessing an area that is a good investment or a good area to invest in. Outside of that, multifamily in those areas, multiple streams of income, risk diversification, preserved serviceability, equity created. Let's tap into it, redeploy the capital into the next deal and build a property portfolio. Go and buy yourself 5 of these sites and you'll be sitting pretty nice and easy. $55,000 a year in rental income, subject obviously to coming up with the capital to purchase it, and that's year one. Real Deal Property, we're getting them done 2026. Pick up the phone, book a call, let's make it happen.